my allegiance. During a class meeting my freshman year, I was ordered by an administrator to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and on numerous occasions judged harshly for not doing so throughout my freshman, sophomore, and junior years. This is dedicated to every person who judged me, and those who judged me in silence. In West Virginia State Board of Education versus Bernadette, in 1943, the Supreme Court ruled that requiring the Pledge of Allegiance in public schools violated the First and the 14th Amendment. The case grew out of West Virginia's passage of legislation of the flag saluting and the pledge. Lawmakers had intended to make it part of their instruction on civics, history, and the Constitution. And they defined non-compliance as insubordination, meaning that you could be expelled from school. The Supreme Court found 2 violations with that in the Constitution.
Take your time, baby. You got it.
The state law says that it violated the 14th Amendment right because of due process, and the First Amendment of religious freedom and freedom of the state. But tell me this, as an African American woman, why would I pledge allegiance to America?
What?
Why would I pledge allegiance to a country that enslaved my people?
Come on now.
Why would I celebrate the founding fathers that built America off the backs of my ancestors?
Come on now. Come on.
And before you say it's to disrespect to veterans, no. It's out of respect for them. Black men have been fighting on the front lines since colonial times, but only gained basic human rights in the 60s, almost 200 years later. So out of respect for those who died for a country that didn't care, I don't pledge. For those whose Independence Day didn't come till December, when the 13th and the 14th Amendment rights were ratified. When we the people stop meaning we the people who are white. I won't pledge allegiance to a country that after she got to be First Lady, the smartest First Lady, graduating from not 1 but 2 Ivy League schools, was still referred to as a monkey in high heels out of respect for the numerous black people oppressed, burned, beaten, and still fighting against police brutality. I will not pledge. I pledge in allegiance with the Birmingham kids.
Yes.
Some as young as 4 years old, others old as 17, thrown in jail, had hoses, dogs, police beating them, still came out and fought. I pledge with those kids because they went and they filled the jails up to the brim, just so they could go to the same schools as white kids, just so they could have the same education opportunities as the white kids. Just because they sat up and said, hey, this isn't right. Why can't I go to that college? Why can't I sit in that classroom? Why can't I touch that textbook?
This is the Black Lives Matter
I pledge
protest
an allegiance
in
with
Summit,
Colette.
New Jersey.
She was
Listen
15.
to this queen speaking.
She was the very first black
Subscribe to the
woman
channel.
to stand up by sitting down on a bus where she felt she could. Do you know why people don't know about her?
Yeah.
She was pregnant. It wasn't her fault. I pledge in allegiance with Emmett Till and Trayvon Martin,
Right now.
and the thousands of others beaten, robbed, abused by administration and the law enforcement. I pledge to stand up against injustice. I pledge to be the star in my life that stood up for me. I pledge to open my mouth and let the anger of my ancestors come out.
Yes, baby. Go ahead.
I pledge with Martin Luther King and to all those who built houses just to have them bombed, how families slaughtered. I pledge to every warrior, African queen. I pledge in allegiance to every black girl called too black by some racist jerk. That could not even understand the caliber of her beauty. I pledge to me, for I was born to a race rich with history soaked in the blood of warriors. I pledge to the mighty and the broken. I pledge to every slave mother torn from her child, who had to lie quiet in protection. I pledge to families that were attacked and the young men and women into this day who are harassed, attacked, still standing up against law enforcement because they're wrong. I pledge with the kids that stood at the lunch counters, just waiting to be served, who had spit, insults, even acid thrown at them, for simply asking for service, for simply asking for equal treatment. I pledge with those who broke race barriers like Jackie Robinson. I pledge to the black voice that screams in my head and tells me, this isn't right. This isn't right. I pledge to the strength and the mightiness of us. I will keep shooting for the stars, keeping my lamb trimmed and burning, and to Mother Africa, her descendants spread far and wide under one drive for a difference and ignite for change, under one voice, victory and freedom for us all. But I pledge to America? Never.
All right, so we have a speaker coming up next. And like I said, for Safi Abdul Rahman.
Hi, my name is Safi Atu, but people call me Safi for short. I am a Summit High School graduate and I am attending Johnson & Wales University. Today is the day that we do things differently. Starting today, we start to know better, do better, and be better. Police brutality and mass incarceration of black men and so many other injustices against black and brown people have taken over this country. This country is designed to destroy my people. There are so many ways that they have set up so that we as a people do not shine as bright as others, are in higher positions. I have so much hope though, seeing everyone here today, and to know that it took so many of my brothers and sisters dying for this outcome weighs heavy on my brain. Everyone knows me and knows that I'm very, very in tune with my ancestors.
I hope you
and
are
those that came
inspired
before
by
me.
this young
And to see what we're doing today will make them proud.
Don't forget to subscribe to the
Having
channel.
the skin that I have is something that I am more proud of today than ever, because being black is such an amazing thing. We are such an amazing race that a whole country is designed to destroy us. I had to write this stuff down today because I know that I would hurt some feelings, but I honestly don't care.
Speak freely.
I don't.
Speak freely.
I don't care whose feelings are hurt. I don't care who feels offended.
That's right.
Because Breonna Taylor did not deserve to die. Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die. George Floyd did not deserve to die. Sandra Bland did not deserve to die, all because of the color of their skin.
That's right.
I'm going to name a few things that I feel that we should do to change the narrative of the people in the lives of Summit, New Jersey. Number one, I don't like how they group all the black people in lower special classes. Raise your hand here if you are in a lower class or ever have been in a lower class where there has been an aide in there and you just needed help. But they just put an aide in there and you could never get out. And you were just put there until you got to what, 12th grade?
Speak on it, baby.
But all the rest of the kids is in honors and all that because they got extra tutors and everything.
Okay.
And we just there with the aide.
Speak on it.
Getting little homework to do. Nothing. Number 2, putting some programs in to help educate people on colorism and racism, which go hand in hand and are prevalent in the community, and that needs to change. Because when I was going to school in Summit, they didn't teach me nothing. I'm so lucky that I have the mother that I have to teach me everything that I know. And some people don't even have that. There are so many people that are naive and have no clue on what's going on. Colorism, they just learned, a few years ago. That should be taught and educated in the schools. Because it's in the schools.
That's right.
Number 3, hire more black staff in the public schools.
Yes.
I have, 1 black teacher in my school? There should be more black staff to speak for us as children, black children in Summit. That's all I have. Thank you so much for listening.
All right, so we're gonna get ready to march. We're gonna be ready to get heard. Y'all ready to make some noise? We need that energy still. Y'all got that energy?
I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you continue this conversation in the home. We gotta fight racism.
No peace. No peace. No peace.
Floyd! 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 Taylor! Taylor! No peace! No peace! Harboring!
We have been victimized, abused, treated like animal. It's full time for us to stand up. Black Lives Matter. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace.